Welcome everybody to this. One of our new series is that we might do in the future. It's a discussion where we discuss a new announcement for plushes. So today's discussion is going to be about the new announcement of the 7 All-Star Koopaling plushes. These plushes were announced yesterday on Sanai's official Twitter page. So yeah, we will discuss these. We will discuss our first impressions, the differences we've spotted, and the hopes and predictions. So we will begin with our first impressions, and I am here with my co-host and co-creator of the channel, Evan Reynolds. So Evan Reynolds, you can give your first impressions.
Hello. Well, I'm very happy to be here. So yeah, this is actually pretty cool. Because like yesterday, we were really shocked that Sanai actually we did All-Star Koopalings, because we were thinking that they would actually stand, because like the old Koopalings are sitting down and the old juniors sitting down, but the new juniors standing up. But we were kind of worried that they would stand up, and yeah, but that's really cool that they are like sitting down. So my first impressions were we were really excited, and yeah, we're just really excited. And then we love the new power-ups as well. We have a fake fire flower and a fake ice flower, and now hopefully we can get the official power-ups. Yeah, they're still pretty cool. And now let's talk about the differences. But first, now let's see our first impressions from Sean McCormick.
Thank you, Evan. So I follow on our channel page, I follow the official Nintendo Sanai account, and I was one of the first people to see this picture, and you can already tell I made the quick announcement video yesterday. It already has almost 700 views, which is weird, but yeah, when I first saw this, I started jumping up and down because of how excited I was. And actually, earlier in the day, I'm not kidding, I was thinking about what they could announce on Twitter, and then that night they announced the Koopalings. So when I first saw them, I thought because to me they looked just like the old ones, but then I started to notice some differences. But yeah, that'll be our next segment, so Mr. Reynolds, you can go ahead with your differences first, and then it'll go me.
Okay. Well, now for the differences. Well, when I saw them, I said they looked the exact same. And to me, they still look the exact same like the old official ones. But there really is some differences, I guess you could see here. Like, let's start off with, Roy. So, you can't see this because, of course, this is like a voice thing. So you can't, like, see Morton. But I'm going to observe our old official Morton real quick. Well, on the photo right here, as you guys can see, the embroidering as the old Morton looks the exact same, the teeth do, and just about everything looks the exact same with Morton. It's just really funny. Yeah, so it's like really funny that Morton looks the exact same. It actually kind of looks like that the wand may be a little taller, but that's about it. And of course, they're probably gonna be for all the Koopalings. Of course, they're probably gonna be bigger. Oh, did I say Morton?
Yeah, Mr. Reynolds was actually in real life talking about Roy, but he called him Morton. So.
Yeah, I got you guys. I always get confused, but yeah, it was with Roy. So yeah, that's really funny. But yeah, for all the Koopalings, they're probably gonna be about bigger. Don't really look that big, but yeah, they're probably gonna be bigger. And now let's hand it over to Sean's thoughts on Larry Koopa. So here's old Larry to see if there's any differences.
So when I look at Larry in real time compared to the photo, the only thing I really notice the difference at is that his green part on his head looks a tiny bit darker to me. But other than that, it looks the exact same. And again, the photo that Sanai tweeted is just the photo from the front, so we cannot really see the back of them at all. So this is just from the front, and from the front, Larry looks the exact same. So, Mr. Reynolds, you can carry on. Wendy.
Okay, well, thank you. I'm gonna observe Wendy real quick. Well, at like a second look, I spot out 3 differences from the old one. So The new one, it looks like she, like, on the head part, like, all around, like, her face. You probably guys know, like, how the old one, it's yellow around her face and stuff. But on the photo, it looks like it's actually lighter than her body color, because her body color is the exact same as the old one. But the head actually looks like a lighter yellow, which is pretty cool. And another thing is that the bow, and it looks a little bigger, but it actually looks like they actually took out spots, because on each ribbon there's 4 spots. So it looks like they took some spots out. And lastly, her pearl necklace looks a little bit bigger. And those were all the differences from the one. So yeah, pretty much the exact same. So yeah, they're probably just adding like some touches. Now, Mr. McCormick can do Ludwig. Oh yeah, let me.
So probably the one that I noticed right away is the All-Star Lemmy Koopa. And the biggest difference I saw is that there is a bigger gap in between his eyes. And they both look, and the pupils in the eyes look at a little different position too, but there looks just like it's far apart. And the mohawk looks like it's further back on the head, further back on the head. And it kind of, his body from here compared to the one that we have in front of us looks actually kind of smaller, don't you think, Mr. Reynolds?
When you like bend it down, it looks smaller like us too. It's probably because of the angle, but the body can actually be smaller maybe. There's a chance. And the biggest difference for all the Koopalings again is that they're actually going to have photos on their All-Star tags, so we can't wait to see their numbers and their photos. So I wonder if they're going to be in the 70s, or like 60s and 70s, or the power... Well, since the power-ups are releasing first. We'll just wait for the predictions, but yeah. Yeah, so now I'll do Morton. Well, the biggest difference for Morton is probably... The only biggest difference is the face inside the mouth. Like, the face... Like, the eyes look closer. Like, everything... Like, all his facial features look closer together. That's pretty much it. And the star also looks a little better on it. So the face looks a little bit tinier and more like fixed up. And the biggest difference is that the old one inside the mouth, it's actually just a plain red. And this one looks like a dark velvet red. Which we really love that color too. It looks nice on Morton. And those are all the differences for Morton so far. And yeah, now let's hand it over to Sean, which will cover Ludwig. Ludwig von Koopa.
So we actually don't have an official Ludwig at the time, so we don't really can compare. So there's not really much to say. We do have the fake one in front of us, but we can't really base anything off that because the real one's probably way better. So
yeah, but on photos of the real one, like, it looks the exact same, but from here, it actually looks like the face looks a little different from the old one. And that's pretty much it about the difference. So,
remember, we don't have the official Ludwig, so Mr. Reynolds' predictions are just based off of photos.
Yeah. From what I've seen, like, on Macari, Amazon, and stuff. And yeah, now, the person that I will cover next, or it's the last Koopaling, you guys probably already know. Iggy Koopa. As of uploading and writing or like talking of this video, Iggy and Roy haven't appeared in videos yet, but we are planning. And the biggest difference of Iggy, probably the only difference we see is just what do you call it? Like his palm tree hair. Because like it looks like it's actually a lighter color of green, and this one is actually like some sort of darker color of green. So yeah, that's pretty much the difference for Iggy.
So to wrap things up for the differences, so pretty much everything doesn't look like it's upgraded that much. The only thing I can think of that might be different is just the size. It might be bigger, which hopefully they are, because who wouldn't love big Koopalings? Am I right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that's all it for the differences. Yeah. So now let's go on to our hopes and predictions for these Koopalings. So, Mr. Reynolds?
Yeah, okay. So for my hopes and predictions, well, I'm actually hoping that they at least, like, I'm not really sure what I'm hoping for, but I am hoping that they're really big and their shells are really nice and neat. And maybe even better than the shells on these Koopalings because they're already nice and neat. But yeah.
And you could predict too, so you can predict what you think.
Yeah, in the comments down below. So yeah, another thing that we're predicting, or like I'm predicting, is like my last hope is that they all stand up properly. Like right here they are, but it kind of looks like they have stands helping them like stand up a little. But yeah, and for my predictions, I'm predicting that the beads maybe be in the butt instead of the feet. Because like every Koopaling's beads are in the feet. But yeah, they could have the beads at a different location, which they probably won't, but they'll probably still be the same. And another prediction is that I'm probably predicting that everybody will look awesome. Of course, everything will look awesome. Another thing is that I'm predicting, like, if you search up a Koopaling in like their first photo or like their first animated drawing, it's probably going to be that for the All-Star tag. And I'm also predicting that the Koopalings will go from the late 60s to the 70s on the tags. Since the power-ups are coming out first. So they're coming out first. So the last plush ended off at 59. So there's how many power-ups again? Four? Yeah, 4. So 63. And then 7. So yeah, Lemmy or like Roy will Lemmy, Ludwig or Roy may be the 71. So yeah, my prediction is probably true that one of these All-Star plushes will be in the 70s. And yeah, my last prediction is that they'll probably like announce more baddies since they already did the Koopalings. Hopefully these won't be their final All-Star plushes. But yeah, and lastly, I'm predicting that Sine will probably make more like sets for new games, maybe. Hopefully. And the chances of that are probably never going to happen. And don't forget, the Dr. Mario plushes are hopefully coming out later this March or April. It's like around those 2 months, so yeah. You can probably pick one up, but of course it'll only be in Japan, because Little Buddy usually localizes Sine's plushes a year later. But yeah, now let's hand it on to Sean for his predictions and hopes.
So my first hope is that, like, of course, they will all be bigger. I hope they're bigger to at least differentiate them a little bit. And it'll be nice to finally get our hands on a real Ludwig, because we've had this fake Ludwig forever, and it'll be nice to see the comparison. And another hope that I have is that they will have like some sort of better shells. The shells on the old ones are already pretty good, but hopefully they can find a way to improve on them somehow. And also maybe like to keep in, like I've said numerous times for the dry Bowser, hopefully the stomachs will be more like curved in, like on the dry bones and dry Bowser plushes.
Oh wow, on the photo. No, it doesn't really look like that prompt.
But... So hopefully they're more detailed too, like on the shell and the stomach area. And I predict... Yeah, I don't really have any predictions actually, because Mr. Reynolds covered it all, but I just hope they're bigger, I hope they're more detailed, and I hope they look somewhat different than their old counterparts, because it might be easy to mix up when you're trying to purchase it. So, I think that's pretty much all for my predictions and hopes, and now it's time for our closing statement. So, Mr. Reynolds.
And like a couple of last minute reminders is that don't forget, you can make your predictions and hopes in the comments down below. And again, guys, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, we hope you buy the Koopalings because they look really awesome. I know we're probably going to complete the set, but probably not this year. Maybe, it depends. Because we will not know if they will be available to us on Amazon, maybe, since they will be the unlocalized ones. But yeah, hopefully we can get them if they're available on like sites and stuff. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool to get. And another thing is that we're hoping to get the Dr. Mario set, because that looks really cool too. So yeah, We'll probably have the Koopaling set complete eventually. But yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, just thank you, and we're really excited for the Koopalings. And yeah, it's just gonna be really fun. And don't forget, we're probably gonna replace them in our plush videos. So now here's Sean's final messages and reminders.
So yeah, our final closing statement. These Koopalings look amazing, even though from the picture in the front they all look pretty much the same. But hopefully in the coming weeks and months that the Cine will show different angles so we can see. And yeah, these Koopalings look really nice. We're really excited for them. We'll probably pick them up as soon as we can, and if they don't have expensive prices, if we have to import them, but hopefully they become readily available once they release. And these ones are supposed to release in early July. Yeah, so, and we will do another discussion like this for the power-ups, which will release soon after this. So yeah, and if you're wondering where we got this information from, we got it from the official Cine Nintendo page on Twitter. Their handle is Cine_NLG. And I'll make sure to put a link in the description if you want to get notified for Cine's plush news. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this discussion. We make sure to stay tuned for our discussion of the power-up set. And we'll also make sure to do discussions if Cine announces any more Mario plushes. So again, thank you for watching, and click the recommended videos in the end card in the description. Thank you for watching. Bye!
Bye-bye.